Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and today I am back with my How to Kill a Kit with Style for April, a nice homemade kit featuring the Echo Park Summer Fun Collection. And today I am actually scrapbooking some summer photos. I've told you guys this before. If you haven't caught up with the series though, you can check out the playlist link down below so you guys can catch up. But I've mentioned in this series before that I definitely have a lot of summer themed things in this kit that I've created, and the main focus this month is not summer themed photos, so I did need to pull in some to make sure I had stuff that would work, for the specific things that are summer themed, like every summer has a story is a bit themed, to say the word summer. And the main focus project for the month for me for my Craft Your Stash Away series is a Disney trip album, so if you haven't caught up with that either, I'll have that playlist linked down below too. But we are staying with the Disney theme here. I have 3 photos from Flower and Garden Festival last year. This was one of the first times we went to Epcot after we moved to Florida. Such a beautiful time to visit Epcot is during Flower and Garden, and I really do hope that it can happen again this year in the June time frame, but I'm not sure how everything's going to pan out with the world as it is at the moment. So for now, I will be reliving the memories through these photos. So the first photo is the topiaries coming into Epcot. We're butterflies that year. And then I have the butterflies with the Epcot ball, and then the thank you sign with the butterfly topiary on our way out. So I'm going to be using a bunch of stuff for my kit. Now this was actually a layout that I made early on. So I do have a yellow 12x12 cardstock background, and then I used 2 of the papers from the Echo Park Summer Fun collection to add little ripped strips to the bottom because I wanted them to have a shelf to sit on that wasn't too crazy or too much or too busy. So I used those 2. I really love that floral print, especially when I have flowers in the photos and I have, just this doodly and whimsical feel to it. I take a third piece of paper from this collection and put little tick marks with my mechanical pencil and just trim it down so I can have a layer underneath all of that to help separate it from the yellow. Now if I wanted a clean and simple layout, I would not have done this layer. I kind of quite liked it the other way, but I am trying to bash this collection, and to be honest, I'm trying to use up more products per page than I normally do, just because I like the look of it, and most of the time I just don't let myself experiment with things long enough to get to the point of what I would consider my style. But I do still enjoy clean and simple layouts, and there's definitely easy ways to do them. Personally, I love the texture of ripped paper, so that's why you have some ripped paper on this one. I do start experimenting with some washi tapes, and you can see I have all those die cuts pulled out to the right-hand side. And what's really fun is that I end up putting this middle photo on some fun foam, and I think that is such a differentiator. If you are trying to put multiple photos in a line like this, doesn't matter how many, but putting even just one up on some foam to emphasize the subject or emphasize part of the story, it's really impactful and a really great way to do that. So here I'm using some scrap pieces of fun foam, and you could always use foam adhesive squares, or you could use excess packaging like chipboard packaging. I do have some of that I'm trying to use up as well. So here I'm just going to glue this down, and again this is just on top of all the other bits and pieces. So a lot of times when I'm assembling my page, it's not from the bottom up, it's usually different sections. So first I'm going to put down the photos with their pattern papers, and then I realized, well, if I have foam on this, then I can't put adhesive on top of the full backing sheet. So then I had to rethink my strategy here. And you'll notice that these don't have individual layers behind the photos. I just felt like they were quite busy. There's a lot of busy patterns already on this page. I didn't want to add more to it, although I could have done a white layer or I could have done a solid color just to give it emphasis, but I decided to opt out of doing that this time. So I have a couple die cuts already pulled out here. The one in the bottom right that says "Make Today Ridiculously Amazing" is from Simple Stories, Carpe Diem, really old. And then the top left one there is from Chamel. And then I'm grabbing a floral tag, which is going to go beneath the floral imagery. And that tag is from my kit as well, but it's actually Echo Park I Love Summer, which is a different summer collection that I'm trying to use up in conjunction with this one. I also pulled out a sticker from the 12x12 collection sheets from Summer Fun that says "Fun in the Sun" because it was a beautiful day. And if you guys haven't checked out my video from earlier this week, I did upload a page that coordinates with this, because it is from the same day, which is from, again, we are experiencing Flower and Garden. So I made an 8.5 by 11 layout that you guys can check out. Again, that'll be in the playlist link down below, as well as all of my other Disney pages that I've created. And to be honest, I'm on a Disney kick, mainly because it's my project focus, which has helped immensely with working on the project compared to if I was just working with a normal kit and doing normal photos. It's definitely pushed me to use up this kit on these Disney pages, despite this one not being in that specific Disney album. Disney in general has been something good for me to scrapbook. It's nice to relive those memories, especially now when we can't go anywhere, you know, to kind of experience these things again. So it's really nice to have this kind of creative outlet to express those memories and relive them. So here I put that die cut on some foam squares as well. I just think sometimes if you put one thing on foam, you need to just keep going and put a couple more things on foam. It helps give it a little bit more dimension and texture, and it is very hard to tell when filming since this is a top-down view instead of like a side view from where I'm scrapbooking. So you really can't tell that they're on foam sometimes, but I promise they are. And here I grabbed some Jen Hadfield puffy stickers to decorate the layout with. I have the globe, which is perfect because Epcot is the big Disney park with all of the different pavilions representing different countries from around the world. And then here, guys, I got to use this giant set of stickers that says summer. This is something that bothers me to no end. I dislike using multi-patterned, multicolored alphabets very much, so these kind of things are very hard for me to use, but I made it work for the title on this page. Now I have added a couple more stickers from that 12 by 12 sticker sheet that came with the collection. There's a yes next to the bottom right cluster and a fun in the left cluster up here. It's just really interesting to see how things come together, especially when they're from so many different collections. Like obviously there's a lot of Echo Park here, but we've got Chamel and we've got Simple Stories and we've got Freckled Fawn and we've got me and my big ideas. And I think it's really helpful to see people doing that on their pages because a lot of times people like to buy the collection, work with the collection, but either you don't buy the whole collection or you only have the page kit from the collection, which doesn't offer enough variety. There's lots of different options for how it could pan out, but here I finished off my title. I used my Freckled Fawn Alpha, which was from my February and my March How to Kill a Kit with Style, and here it is again in April, and I just put Epcot at summer because this is like the epitome of summer, is these bright florals, the blue skies. It was absolutely a beautiful day, and I believe I got sunburnt, so that's how you know it's a great day in Florida. Here I look at some Freckled Fawn puffy stickers, which they're really, really cute, and I adore these puffy stickers, but they no longer have them in stock. But I believe Freckled Fawn is still doing their warehouse sale right now. So if you guys are looking to buy some things during crafty quarantine, highly recommend you check them out. But this layout is almost complete. I'm coming in with my black Crystal Nouveau drops and adding a couple spots here and there in my clusters just to add additional contrast because I do have bits of black, but I want to make sure that it's spread evenly throughout the page to create interest for your eye to look at. But once these are down, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to let me know if you like all the Disney layouts or if you're hoping to see something new soon. It's nice to have these summer pages as well mixed in because they're not super Disney screaming, at least I think. I've kind of fallen off that bandwagon of doing things that are super themed, but I hope you guys still enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on future crafty videos. But here are the close-ups of the completed project. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Again, we used a ton of different manufacturers on this page, which is something I have so much fun doing, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. But thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye, guys!